We survived the bridge, made it through the mosquitoes, not too bad today, and we made our way over to Avalon Reach, we'll call it. This is the park that resides in Camelot, the beautiful city that sits on a hill that refuses to be put under a bushel. We must continue nurturing that creative spirit. It is now very important that we as a society come to see the precipice we're standing on, the division that we are standing on, and the economic gaps that exist because we, for some reason, have this idea that perpetuated through society. I don't know how long ago, but that we are all supposed to live as victims, as some sort of trodden down labor that's just being abused by the corporate world to give our political masters or the unionists more power to defeat some sort of tyrannical government that is existing so that they can be a superhero. And this all needs to end. And we need to truly bring about the restoration of beauty, the American beauty, the true creative American beauty that the first pilgrims, founders, those who helped build America from very early on and throughout the ages, throughout the decades. We need that American beauty, that creative spirit, that might, that wanting of living according to our true ideals. Proposition that all men are created equal, life, liberty, the pursuit of happiness, participating in our society uniquely through the First Amendment right, fighting for equality, freedom, fighting for the beauty, the potential beauty of our communities, our public schools, focusing on solid infrastructure. But we have really lost our way, and now everything is just about political power, political might. Everyone trying to strong arm, trying to fabricate some sort of monster, some sort of evil, and the lower classes have to participate so that they can feel like a hero and rise up and fight this fake enemy. But there is never a fake enemy, and things just continue on as they've been continuing on. And so what I am proposing is a return to what we truly are, and that is a society that flourishes on the idea of the First Amendment right, flourishes on the proposition that all men are created equal, that we work to create an environment where all can participate socially, participate economically, participate in the public school system, participate through a solid infrastructure throughout the country so people can participate in the labor force without having to buy expensive cars. There's a lot of things that we can do and begin to do in a unique way, creative way, that could be very cost effective and wouldn't cost a lot of money to begin changing the country into something that the founders, probably they themselves, visioned long ago that we could become. So this day, I just want to remind everyone to continue nurturing that creative spirit. We stand on the precipice of a new dawn, a new era. And a new political party will not solve this. More spending will not solve this. Division in the parties will not solve this. Giving away things for free buses, a free grocery store, isn't going to do anything for New York City, not going to do anything for the country. We need a return to the beautiful. We need a return to the cornerstone of this nation, and perhaps all of civilization, proposition that all men are created equal. And I know I say it a lot because that is quite literally what we stand on. And if we do not recognize what we are standing on, then we do not recognize the First Amendment right. We do not recognize equality. We do not recognize civil liberties. And we do not recognize the potential that is before us, a treasure chest this country is. And therefore, the potential is being squandered. Our future potential is being squandered. And when that starts to happen, people start losing their sight on the future. Hopelessness sets in, irrationality, dissent, and then this is when people have to start fabricating heroes, creating enemies, fake enemies, so that they can be a political master in their own game, so that they can be a hero and stay in power. The labor force is beautiful, and I've been working all my life, and we need to support labor in a unique way, not through the strong arming of corporations, not through the threatening that the country would be shut down if wages don't get increased, but truly support labor in a unique and creative way through multiple avenues. I mean, we can check out infrastructure. We need infrastructure changes to make it more affordable for people to get to and from work. We have infrastructure such as the public school system. We can start utilizing that differently. So many ways, so many options, so many opportunities, and so much potential standing before us. But because we have so many politics or political people in power that just want power, stay in power, and are doing it through the fabrication of some sort of evil enemy, like I've said, they want to keep you down. And it's mostly just to one side that just keeps hammering down all the nails that try standing up. And that can't happen anymore. I'm tired of being a nail, and I refuse to be put under a bushel, and so does the American spirit, the true American spirit, and the true Americans. So as we sit at this dawn, standing on this precipice, looking out into the eternal potential that this country represents to the world, let's make that decision to truly start nurturing the creative spirit, the American might that has been enduring for a very long time, that came about in the desire for true freedom, true liberty. We've had our problems, but now is the time to lift up the old world so that we can save this modern world from the errors that it has been walking, so that we can bring about a future full of potential that we have been called to fulfill, potential that all can participate in, and an inheritance so wealthy, so rich with beauty, joy, prosperity, that it is something that could last for all time. So thank you for listening, and I truly do hope that we can turn about this spark of liberty, keep the sacred flame not only burning, but fan it to a height that is unimaginable, and that we truly come to see the power of the people to transform our country and our government.